Hey, it's SJ Brian EXE here again. I got a couple of updates on the IBM 5150 graphics situation. It's a little Friday update here, or I'm recording it on Friday. Anyways, I got the monitor working. I had that wire there was a video wire that's actually broken off the board in there. I'll cover that later on in this video. But anyways, found a few issues with the picture on the graphics card here. This is the IBM video MDA card with the printer port. So as you notice, when it's plugged in, it's going to beep, and there's some issue going on with the screen right now. He's flashing these commas, and there's going to be some corrupt characters showing up on the display as well. Yes, there was a cap explosion, or a cap just let go of its juices at one point on the board and just corrupted, or actually rather corroded. Well, one of the wires for the video off the board, and somehow, I have the capacitor still in there right now. It's one of those really big capacitors. Its value is only 25 volts and 47 microfarads. I'm having it seems to be a bipolar cap because it says BP on it. So I'm guessing I can just put any old 25 volt 47 bipolar cap on there. So I bought some. I'm waiting for them to arrive. Though they are significantly smaller, so I'm just hoping there's no issue with those when I try it later on. But anyways, here's where it's at right now. There's a whole bunch of corrupt characters on there, and I found on the IBM character map that these characters it resorts to, and with the binary code of with the binary code 1100 or 1100, and the characters, and it just But anyways, we're gonna shut this off. So I believe this card has two bad chips on it, memory chips. They're these Toshiba 2114s. So I'm using my good old piggybacking trick on here. I already off the video actually tried each chip here. I can't remember if it's this chip or the next one. But anyways, it's really tricky getting the chips on here when you're piggybacking them. And if you're not careful, you can bend some pins, or even worse, the pins might have enough of the being bent around and they'll snap off. Anyways, that it's crooked, but it's on there. So I'm not really good at desoldering the chips. I tried desoldering it already some time ago, and for the sake of removing the chips before they came. So that didn't work out. I might just, in the meantime, just solder or just have them piggybacked on there. Oh, hey, it would help if I plug in the monitor cable too. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so now you see there's a cursor. You don't have all those commas filling half the screen. So what brought me to the conclusion of it being a memory problem is only the first 1024 characters on the screen, which is like up to around here, so we're the only ones doing it. Well, everything else below that, it's normal. But the other funny thing was, if you see how I just did that CLS command there, if I did that with the before I fixed it, it would just give me like a syntax error without behind those cropped characters. So there's something where it's processing characters as if they're like you can type in CLS just the way I did there without me putting this chip on, and it wouldn't recognize it. It would just give me a syntax error. But as soon as you went below this 1024 characters, the lower half of the screen, if you type it, it would work. So it's one little weird thing. So here's what you notice now. You see it. It is flashing right now. So one of the chips that I actually put, the one piggyback chip right now is one of the character code chips. There's 4 character code chips, and there are 4 attribute chips that give you the attributes for the characters. So you see, I turn this off, and I put the chip. I ordered it. The pair of these chips together. Unless I can find someone to help me desolder these chips and to solder the new ones on, I will have them piggybacked in here. But you see, I'm having this. Okay, so now I have U9 and U15 piggybacked. So U8 through 8, 9, 10, 11 are attribute chips. 12, 13, 14, and 15 are character code chips. So I'm going to put this in now. And I went through this before the video just to check things out. Now if you notice, when it's switched on now, it doesn't beep anymore. And you will notice that when it boots into the basic ROM, there's no more blinking, and everything looks normal. Fixed. And if you notice, within the deflection of this, or the not deflection, if you noticed on the raster of this monitor, before I got it working again, before I got any kind of signal to come from the video card, the raster was only from like here to here. So I took a screwdriver and adjusted one of the height. I believe it was the vertical size pot on the board of this monitor here, and I adjusted that. The only thing I'd like to try to what was that? I just saw some little corruption of some sort. But anyways, the one thing I'm trying to resolve here is the fact that there's a little bit of space between, the empty space. If I could try to fill that out. Now you just see the picture just got all corrupted and see it's. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that though, but it could be one of the side effects of it being piggybacked, or maybe one of the pins isn't. Oh dear, look at that. Okay, so you saw here that little thing that just happened. I'm just taking a moment right now to straighten these pins out off the camera. I'm going to reseat that one character code chip. I'm hoping I didn't break it or cause any. I'm hoping this new chip, I believe are new old stock chips. Yeah, I bought for this board I got a couple of replacement 4164 chips from China. They arrived relatively quick. And I got some sockets too, but I mean I just have the one memory chip on here, like soldered on there as a piggyback. Oh, sorry about the camera there. I just soldered it there. It works fine because I'm not really good at soldering or desoldering. I probably wouldn't be too bad at soldering it back on, but the desoldering that's what I have a hard time with. And there's a Hakko desoldering gun that I just don't have the. Yeah, that's way out of the range of what I'm willing to spend. You see what I just did there? I reseated the chip, but I put it on. I had the wrong chip piggybacked. I had U13 piggybacked instead of U15. I don't know why I did that. I'm just talking and doing at the same time isn't really. Oh dear. So look at that. So I'm not sure if I just have a bad chip now. So so it's not blinking anymore. I'm gonna take my chip. I'm gonna take my that piggyback chip I'm gonna put it aside here. And that chip that I had on here to alleviate the to alleviate the flashing. I'm going to move that over to the U15 for the character code chip to see if that resolves that problem. I don't think there's a problem though because it was the whole screen. Oh, was I guess. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so yeah, I believe there's something else going on with this thing. That was not a problem it was not a problem at first. So that's definitely a new problem that we just reported. That was just a brand new problem that just came up right here on video. So now I'm gonna have flashing, but I'm just piggyback. I'm thinking maybe I just see for the funsies to see if my other chip bit the dust now. Because now I have these two piggybacked. I don't think so. I think something just went wrong. What? Alright. So maybe the 14 and 15 chip work together, it seems. So maybe both of those chips are dead now. Or maybe I'm just maybe I had to roll the wrong chip. I took U15's piggyback off over there. I have it beat. So if you have the U15 piggybacked, or not piggybacked, and you have the U14 piggybacked, that's what it looks like. So it looks like maybe that U15 chip is that U14 is bad, U15 is bad, and U11 is bad. or U9, whatever, U9 I think it was. So U9 is bad. U14, U15. I ordered only 2 of these chips, but it looks like I might have to buy some more. I think the seller had like one more left. But I have a Mitsubishi card that I ordered. Downside is it doesn't have a printer port on it. So that one works just fine on here. So I might just have to fix this card. Hope that nothing else goes wrong with it. Or I'll just buy a whole standalone printer card to go alongside the Mitsubishi card, MDA card, that works just fine. So let me know, what you find, let me know what your opinions are on it. I just broke my tripod too. I have it very well situated YouTuber here. You can tell. But anyways, I'll show you what's going on with the monitor. Remember, safety first, don't plug it. And still, even with it being unplugged, it's still some pitfalls in here. So what I did here is that one wire that's right there where you see that, the red clip lead on. Don't mind all my junk in the background. Alright, so I have it clipped over here on the opposite side of the board here. That's one of the video signal wires. And you see this sad capacitor right here. Excuse my runaway magnification here. Yeah, this capacitor is not a happy camper. It's probably leaked down the board. You see there's some wires that are... I'm going to have to take this board out eventually and clean it up and solder that capacitor on. It's 47 microfarads, 25 volts. I can't find any capacitor that big with those values that's bipolar, so I'm hoping a small one would do. And coming up one day, I got some more stuff to clean up here. Yeah, that's just an idea of how much in deep doo-doo this quad board is. Thanks, Varda. I don't think I don't think the board's too bad of shape. Just some cleanup, and just gotta clean things up. I see there's a missing IC there. I'm hoping it's not anything that I need in there. Maybe just some damage there. I hope there's nothing too destroyed on here. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean this up in the near future, probably within the next week, and see how it goes. Yeah, stay tuned for that one.